Alright. I move my deck leader forward 1 square. I normal summon Beast King Barbos. He's at 1900 attack. I will set 1 card, and I will activate Pot of Duality, which will allow me to do this. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this into my hand. Okay. The rest go back into my deck, as I'm sure you're familiar. I activate my field spell, Yugioh Waterfront. Do you know what that does? It's a pretty familiar card. Are you familiar with... You're playing a modern enough deck. You should be familiar with Kaijus, I'm guessing. Anyways, I apologize for the quality of the textures. This was from Yugioh Pro instead of Dev Pro, which means I can't guarantee the quality. Ooh, okay. I'm going to give you a brief explanation. They all have that 1 tribute lava golem effect as an optional form of summoning them, and they can all special summon themselves when you control a kaiju. So I summon it to your side of the field, and they usually have an effect with kaiju counters. Gamma Cell, for example, I can remove 2 counters to negate any effect except for Gamma Cell itself, or inherent effects like another kaiju being summoned, or Cyber Dragon. To give you an example. Oh, and I forgot to put this on. There's something I actually forgot. It's this thing here. I'm just gonna put this on for you. There you go. Forgot about that. In response to the summon, I'm going to chain Legacy of Yatagarasu, allowing me to draw 1 card, and because of that, Yugioh Waterfront gets 1 counter on it. Yeah, no, you're good. I have nothing that can negate that, so if you're gonna do anything this turn, just continue as you like. Okay. Alright, I should point out before you attempt to activate that effect that as long as I have kaiju counters, I can remove 1 to prevent the destruction of Yugioh Waterfront field spell. So I don't recommend you waste the effect on that for obvious reasons. Okay, you activate Twin Twister. I remove a counter preventing the destruction. Then Twin Twister goes to the grave, which causes me to get another counter because if a card goes from the field to the grave, I know the text quality is a little difficult to read, but I used Yugioh Pro instead of Dev Pro textures to render this. I was new to using Tabletop Simulator at the time. How much attack does that have? Okay, 2,000 or more. Okay. Yeah, no, I was just... And you take up that spot. When you attack... Yeah. No, I'm not disputing that. I just wanted to know how much the attack was. I'm going to move my deck leader over here. I'm going to set this card and then move it up. I'm going to set this card and then move it up. And I'm going to pass my turn. Depending on how long this duel drags out. Oh, so you're going to Twin Twister my 2 set cards? Are those your targets? Well, I'm going to be chaining in response. And this is why I love Legacy Ayatagarasu. Because I think it's a bit underrated. You get all the benefits of Upstart, and you also get to bluff your opponent out. Win-win situation, am I right? And I also get 4 counters because the Twin Twisters, then plus, well, 4 in total. I mean, I get 3 counters from that. No, you already moved. You can't do that. Once you move, you can't make an attacking move with that same monster that you made a non-hostile move with. Unless you have an effect that lets you attack multiple times, for example. Or you somehow were able to move your monster artificially. Which I will show you an example of depending on if I get the right cards for the purposes of that demonstration. I move my deck leader forward. I activate Pot of Duality. Oh, wait. Yeah, sorry, that's my bad on that one. And that gives me a total of 5 counters. Now, when there's 5 or more, I can search, which I'm going to do. And I'm going to grab the Godzilla Kaiju, using that effect once per turn. Yeah, just... This one, basically, if there's, I think, 3 or more counters, I can remove 3 to destroy all monsters you control, and I'm not allowed to attack with them the turn I do that. I activate Dark Hole. Then I'm going to set... let me just make sure this is the right card. I'm going to actually set this one here, and I'm going to set this one here. And I will pass my turn. Yeah, you want, it's easier if you unite it with your graveyard. If you can just, you know, like, once you stop viewing it, it'll just sort of collapse into it properly. Oh, okay. What grave effect does it have? From your deck to your hand, right? Alright. yeah. Alright, well, when you're done doing that, my turn is over. I'm not doing anything else. Wait, standby phase? Go to standby phase. I want to change something on your standby phase. So just, yeah. I activate Call of the Haunted. And I will also activate Skill Drain, chaining to the Call of the Haunted, allowing me to ultimately... Beast King Barbaros would still be at 3k even without the Skill Drain, because he was not normal summoned without the tributes. Alright, there you go. Now, proceed as you like. Yeah, so you were still in your standby phase anyway, so, you know. Skill Drain just stops all field effects. Anything that happens in the grave or elsewhere is completely unrelated. Why isn't your deck and your grave connected? Yeah, it doesn't negate your hand like if it says it can special summon it, but if there's an effect that requires it to work on the field per se, it will be completely worthless. Like, you know, once per turn it can do this, or once per turn it can do that, right there. Yeah, of all your face-ups or any flip effects that I decide to run over or you decide to flip, Skill Drain makes them completely worthless. Basically, Skill Drain would reset his attack to 3k if he wasn't summoned by Call of the Haunted and he was normal summoned. Any of these guys would become 3k beaters right off the bat. Let me see the wording on that. Okay, okay, so he's the, yeah, okay. Alright, that still works. Okay, I'd like to point out that this field effect is completely useless right now, if that was what you were thinking. That's not going to work, because Skill Drain stops all face-up monster effects, including Exceeds. Just in case that was somehow, you know, a thought. Because oh, wait. But he only gets increased by 1,000. Yeah, they're equal. Because this would be increased by 1,000, and Barbos is at its base attack, because A, it was summoned with Call of the Haunted, even without Skill Drain. That still would, this would still be at 3k. So, do you want to crash, or do you want to just kind of block me? Okay. Draw for turn. I move my deck leader forward. Since I happen to control a earth monster, I can special summon this one, Mythic Water Dragon. Now I can do some XC summoning of my own. Oh well. I will XC summon this guy. Then I will rank up into Pain Gainer. And then Seven Sins, which is a 4K beater. Their effects are all irrelevant, but Seven Sins can rank up with a rank 10 or 11, basically. And here's where things get a bit interesting. I'm actually going to tribute your monster to summon Gamma Cell to your side of the field. Its effects are irrelevant, but this will basically take up that spot instead. It's at 22. Gamma Cell's going to stay there until, yeah. It's at 2200. Because you control a Kaiju monster, I can special summon myself a Kaiju monster. Again, this is just a 3K beater for all intents and purposes at the moment. And I will enter my battle phase and attack your Gamma Cell so you will take 1800 damage from that. I'll get that. Yeah. And this will take up that spot. So 1800 life point damage, and it helps if you use M to zoom in if something's a little hard to read. I get that sometimes. And pass turn. Don't forget to shuffle, yeah. Alright. It doesn't get a secondary effect because of skill drain. Yeah, you can also set them in face down attack position if you want to. To change their positions, you're gonna... By the way, if you set the rotation degrees, it's better to set it to 90 because then you can instantly shift it like this, using Q and E for each direction. That just makes it so much easier, honestly. Draw. This is a dead card, technically. Search. Grab myself a Gamma Cell. Add it to my hand. Set one card face down here. Battle phase. Attack. So is that the one that that prevents it from attacking? And you're using that on 7 sins, of course, right? By how much? Yeah, that's... This thing's at 4K. You realize that, right? If, you know... Okay, okay. You still take 2k damage, though. So basically, it's like my monster tries to move into yours and ends up staying back where it was because your monster didn't die. So... The attack is attempted, and... Unless this blade somehow prevents you from taking... Yeah, I attacked. The attack still goes through, but it just fails to kill your monster, basically. I will make a non-hostile move here and pass my turn. By the way, you don't mind any matches being recorded for for YouTube, right? Okay, cool. 'Cause I tend to record all my matches usually with this. Yeah, no, you're good. So, what is the effect exactly? If you could just give me a brief explanation for that. Okay, okay. Is that the one that's like the fiendish chain? Alright, just asking. It's all good. No, that would default around vacant spots around your deck leader. So here, basically, these two spots here. Because nothing's directly leaving the field to perpetuate that summon, or nothing on the field is perpetuating that summon. Alright. Draw. I will move my Kaiju here. I will move this here. I'll activate Call of the Haunted, allowing me to summon... what happened to my... Didn't I have a Beast King Barbos in the grave? Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. It's material for my XC monster. I completely fucked that up. I'll just move this here and pass my turn. Draw for turn. Move this here. I'm going to tribute your monster over here and this guy for Lava Golem. And I'm choosing to summon where the max C was. So basically, this will go to your side of the field. Because skill drain, it will not burn you for 3k when it becomes your turn. And I'm going to move this guy to attack your face down. If it's a spell or trap, it just... you can chain it. Otherwise, yeah. What does that one do? So are you gonna stop my monster from attacking, or? Okay, so you're targeting my monster. Alright, just being clear on what you're doing. I will then end my turn. And on your standby phase, I activate the trap card known as remove Brainwashing, which returns monsters to their original owners. Which in this case will give me back Lava Golem under my control. That works as it normally would. Okay. If I had to recommend a monster right now, honestly, if you have it, Acid Golem. That would be perfect right now because of skill drain. Also, remember you can move this Phantom Blade trap card after you've activated it. It can still be moved once per turn, as your other cards can. Yeah, I believe that. I just, in this situation, it would come in handy. You can't help but agree with that, I'm sure. Now this is where I have to show you a interesting ruling on controlling multiple kaiju. So I'm actually going to tribute this monster to summon him. Now because I control kaiju and remove brainwashing will try to redirect, I will not get it under my control. It will die instead of, you know, which obviously is a benefit to you because game mechanics prevent me from controlling multiple kaijus. However, I will be activating the card known as Senate Switch. Now the wording on this card says once per turn during your main phase. Yeah. It's tributed, so if its effect says destroyed, then just letting you know wording. Adjacent, I can move one monster to an adjacent monster card zone, unoccupied monster card zone, which in this case could be a grid zone as well. For example, this is adjacent to that, so I can move my lava golem over here, which I'm going to do. This does not count as my monster moving, it's rather an effect moving my monster instead. I'm also going to actually move this monster, all during my main phase 1, and I'm thinking of a move I can make, but actually, yeah, I might actually have game. I haven't moved this card right. Okay, I move this here, then I'm going to overlay these two. And go for Galaxy Eye's Prime Photon Dragon, which is a 4K beater. Its effects are kind of irrelevant in this case. Then I activate Call the Haunted, reviving this guy, and assuming you have that face down doesn't prevent the attacks, this could be game. So I'm going to attempt to attack, and of course. Okay, well I'm going to still manage to attack with this one. Then I'm going to go into my main phase 2, and I'm going to rank up with Galaxy Eye's Full Armor Dragon, because I don't know what, I'm just reading the wording on this. Okay, yeah, this technically leaves the field, so that gets destroyed for all intents and purposes. I'm just straightening that out for you. Because I already entered my battle phase, I couldn't rank up an attack with that because of the way this works. And that'll be all for now. I'd like to point out its effects are useless at the moment. It is at 3,800 attack, given the, let me actually just read those quickly to verify. Yeah, no, this thing's at 3,800 attack. Yeah, especially because I have Senate Switch, so even if you moved your deck leader out of the way, it would still be game, because I could just, you know, artificially move one of my guys over an attack. But this was a good game. Feel free to share your thoughts, and, you know, if you like, I will provide a link to my channel, and you can see other videos and cool stuff based on this.